Turn off the music and welcome one and all to the Llama Drama podcast.
Or wait, Llama Drama.
Llama with a D. Then we got here with us today, Benzzzo. Now,
Benzzzo.
if you guys are new here, new to the Llama community, you guys might not know Benzzzo. He's a huge streamer in the space.
Mm-hmm.
You might know him from his day streaming the War Z Infestation. Yeah, Infestation.
Hardcore Warcraft.
Hardcore World of Warcraft, yes. Anything else you've streamed?
Dark Souls.
Dark
I
Souls.
streamed that a little bit, yeah.
A little bit. And he's gonna be his new big thing is he's gonna be playing Diablo 4. Big streamer. Diablo 4 space.
Yeah, stay tuned 3 months from now.
3 months from now when the game finally fucking comes out, right?
Absolutely.
So, Benzzzo, how are you today?
I'm chilling. I'm gonna go get the rental car, which I can't drive because I'm not 25. They won't let me drive the rental, so I have to drive the Suburban. Yeah. Isn't that whack? And I was like, all week I was so excited. I was like, oh, I wonder what car they're gonna give me. I was like, Tesla.
Yeah, like they give you a Tesla.
WRX,
Okay. But then you can't even
I
do
can't
it.
drive it. Yeah.
I can't even.
You
get a
can't
car,
drive one.
huh?
Not until January. That sucks.
We're
right?
almost
Yeah.
there though.
25. Yeah.
That's so weird. I guess it's probably just because of like insurance and legal.
Yeah.
things.
Apparently, if I did drive it and got into an accident, even if it's not my fault, I could lose my license since I'm not 25, and it's like not covered. Even though like the insurance company provides the vehicle, I don't know why they wouldn't insure it, but
That's stupid.
weird.
So, rental car. What happened to get you that rental car?
Oh, I got sideswiped. It was stupid. So there's like a main road in the town we live in called 20th Street, right?
Yeah, it's a good street.
And the thing about 20th is you can usually predict when somebody's going to be taking like a left turn. So you want to stay in the right lane most of the time because there's always these people who want to turn left into some area. So I was driving home and I was like, you know what? I usually drive in the left lane, but it's so dumb because I have to like stop for people who want to turn left.
Sure.
So I was like, you know what? I'll for this one time, I'll drive in the right lane.
We'll test it out.
Never did that before,
Sure.
unless because I had to take a left eventually. So, but somebody had to take a left lane into the Dayspring, right there off 35th, and the car next to me did not want to wait, so they just kind of swerved into my lane, and I slammed my brakes, and the back of my car or the back of their car just totally just crammed over the front of my car. But
I've never seen it happen in person, but I've seen so many times where it's so close when you're coming down that street.
Ugh.
I mean, I remember back in high school, fuck that, I would be like,
yeah, no.
right back forward, but I would always check.
Facts. No. Like, I don't know how hard it is to just do it quick.
I mean, we've all started to merge before we've checked.
That's
we've
facts.
all done
This
it.
is true.
But you still check while you're
still
doing
look.
it.
Yeah.
You don't go.
Yeah.
You start slowly, then you check, and you're like, oh shit, and then you.
And then you come back,
Boom,
but
back
this
in your
did not
lane.
happen. No. At first, I thought they were gonna do that, or because like it happened all so fast.
Oh yeah, sure.
At first they were like driving sort of like really close to the line.
Sure.
And I was like, okay, maybe this person's just not good at driving.
Maybe they just.
And then I saw that they crossed, and I was like, oh shit! So I slammed my brakes, and then they just kept going, and I was like, okay,
just wasn't enough.
no.
Yeah.
Drivers in Greeley suck
Oh.
so bad.
Especially since we've been delivering recently.
Every time I go through an intersection, it's like somebody wants to take a left turn right in front of me, and I have to slam my brakes to not run into them.
That's happened to me several times.
And that's a recent thing. Never happened to me before. People are just jumping the gun. In fact, on my way to school today, somebody almost crashed right in front of me. I was like, "What are you doing?" The dude had to slam his brakes. I was like, "Oh my gosh."
Well, I mean, did I tell you the other day when I was delivering? So I turn on the 71st, one-way street, one lane. The truck, old white guy driving it, did not like how the little tiny Honda got a little too close to him during the turn.
Mm-hmm.
So like she didn't wait at all during the stop sign, just went because like she was worried there's cars coming, just, you know, and just wanted to make it. And I turned on eventually. I waited for the cars on the left to pass, and I turned on right behind him. He was brake checking.
Yeah.
The little Honda the entire way up. It took 10 minutes to get to the light.
Jeez, man.
Because he was just brake checking. The Honda was trying to get around it. He wouldn't let him.
Oh, yeah, I just wanted to point out, we're not sponsored by Mountain Dew, so I'm going to have to hold my cup like this. So
our only sponsors on this channel are our parents.
Yeah.
They sponsor this channel pretty well.
Mountain Dew sponsor us.
If only. No, if anything, Fresca needs to sponsor me. But,
really?
Yeah.
You know, I'm a big fan of the Diet Mountain Dew. I think, honestly, the best diet soda. Well, for a while I was on keto, you know, so I could only drink diet sodas.
Yeah.
And when I was working at McDonald's, they only had Diet Coke and Diet Dr. Pepper. And to be honest with you, Diet Dr. Pepper, not bad. I survived off that for a while.
Now, Diet Coke, Coke Zero is way better.
Coke Zero is so much better. Because Diet Coke was its own thing. They didn't try to make it taste like Coke. It's its own taste, and it's. Yeah. Dad loves it. I don't know. I don't get it. No, so does Aswin.
Coke Zero.
He's like, got to get that DC Diet Coke,
bro.
You know, but
you ever see those things where it's like Elon Musk? He took a picture of his nightstand, and it was Diet Coke with 0 caffeine. Dude, you see those? And he had like 6 of them on his nightstand.
On his nightstand?
Yeah.
He's a hardworking man, though. You can't blame him.
Who the fuck would drink Diet Coke with no caffeine in it, though?
Dude, that's somebody I would like to meet. Elon Musk. They put Steam on the models or on the Tesla cars. It's running off Linux. It's Steam Deck in the Teslas. I watched somebody. They played an entire game of CS:GO on it.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah, 75 frames.
That's not bad.
And the screen itself, it's like a 2300 by like 1330. So it's like almost a 2K screen.
That'd be a lot hard. That'd be really hard for the Steam Deck to run.
Well, yeah, but the Tesla has a dedicated Ryzen graphics card. Did you not know that?
I don't know that.
Isn't that crazy?
I thought it just had like an integrated one.
No. It's a full-on Ryzen GPU inside of it. So it can run. He said it can run pretty much any game on Steam. And you can plug in a mouse and keyboard to the car or a controller.
Huh? You just download it. Like, oh man, I need to put more storage in. You just like pop open the hood and put an M.2 in there.
Well, and that's the thing is like it probably has so much storage space
because there's just so much room in a car.
Right. And while you're autopiloting somewhere, it's like, okay, time to pop open Dark Souls.
Yeah.
And the best part about it is the Tesla can record. It has cameras all inside the vehicle with microphones, so it can record you.
There's
playing.
The next stream. Streaming from my Tesla.
Yeah. That would be very cool. But I think the self-driving Teslas cost so much.
Oh, I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to afford a car in general.
Yeah, teacher.
You know, I have a new camera coming. Speaking of cameras, bought the Elgato.
Okay.
The 1080p 60 frames.
Yep.
One that's like the little square.
Good. Yeah.
It's gonna be good. This one's 1080p, but only 30 frames.
Yeah.
You can tell.
Yeah. My camera, I love my camera.
Yours is the Logitech one, right?
Yeah. Stream cam.
That's one Brittany likes.
I just looked up, best webcam.
Best webcam.
And it was number 1, so I was like, okay.
All right, sure.
I think the Elgato one was on there too. Yeah. What's going on?
I don't know how that popped up, to be honest.
Let's see.
Yeah, that comes in tomorrow, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lower the ring light a little bit, and I'm gonna put it on the ring light. Okay.
Yeah, I've always wondered how, because I mean, you watch like big streamers and their setups are just insane. I think what would be good though is a green screen.
Yeah, I have one, but it'd be really weird putting it up
really
here.
Walk by.
Yeah. It was really bad in my previous room because the lighting was so bad and the camera wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
But the new one, I think the camera would be perfect for it.
Yeah.
But I would need the lighting. I have enough light down here.
Surprisingly, the lighting down here is great.
There's a lot of light down here.
Ever since we put those puppies in,
they're pretty good.
Those are great. But I think just the lighting in general in our house, they got the the warm lights.
Yeah.
You know, I walk into some place that has just the white
ones.
lights, and it's like it feels like I'm in a horror movie right now.
Yeah.
You know, it's like what's going on. The warm lighting is the best.
It's good, but in the rooms the lighting's so bad. Like mine,
in your room?
In my room, it's so bad.
I know the guest room. It only has the fan.
Yeah,
the fan light.
Mine. Yeah, I only have fan light too.
Oh, is that what you? Yeah, I guess that's true.
I think with John's as well, it only has the fan light.
Well, it's because my room with the big lights on, I think it's too bright.
Oh.
So I only use my lanterns.
Oh, okay, I see.
You know, have you seen my lanterns?
Yeah, I've seen.
Yeah,
them. They're pretty.
They're pretty. Well, I don't know if they're lamps.
Sure.
Lamps.
Sure.
Sort of Japanese style lamps. Buy on Amazon.
Buy on Amazon.
Yeah. It's like, hey Alexa, buy me a lamp. Have you seen that? Kids are like buying stuff with the Alexa.
No.
There's like a whole thing that came out where it's like they need to add like a disable add to cart function using voice. Because their kids have bought a bunch of stuff just by screaming it out because like it talks back to them. So they're like, Alexa, add this to my shopping cart.
I could never imagine telling something to add something to my cart and then purchasing it.
Yeah.
I could never imagine doing that. I have to see it in my thing. I'm like so anal about it. Like I have to say, okay, here's my shipping address. Here's my card that it's using. Here's all this.
Definitely the card that it's using. Whenever I go on Amazon, it's like, okay, I have to switch that.
Like half the time it defaults to my card. And I'm like, for me, that's good. But for all you guys, like John used it to buy the audiobook subscription. I was like, really, John?
Oh, that's funny.
So it was like,
I like
16
audiobook.
bucks.
Audiobook's good, but I think
Reading's good. Just bought a new book.
I mean, which one?
It's called Legends and Lattes.
Legends and Lattes, yeah.
It's about an orc. She doesn't want to adventure anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like a D&D world.
Oh, okay.
So she doesn't want to adventure anymore, so she settles down and makes a coffee shop.
Okay. It's not bad.
It's pretty interesting so far.
I just recently started a new book. I have a couple books I need to read. I have 3 more books I need to read that I got for my birthday.
Oh, yeah?
The Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Have you heard of that?
Nope.
It's about this guy
Rich dad.
Well, he says a rich dad, poor dad, but basically his dad was a doctor, right? But he was terrible at managing his money. And his best friend's dad, I think he just owned a business. They made the same amount of money, but this one was just so much better with money. So that's where he learned. He would go to his friend's dad to learn about money. And it talks a lot about like accounting and like how money's created and all that stuff. So it's a good book. It's a good book. It's what parents should be teaching their kids. Because a big thing that it talks about is like poor families, since they don't really know much about money, they don't teach their kids about money. Whereas really wealthy families, they teach their kids about money and about the business.
Sure.
So that it continues down the line, And it's like the biggest, money can't buy you happiness was probably the smartest slogan ever made by a rich man.
Yeah, that's definitely. I'm pretty sure if I had a lot of money, I'd be pretty darn happy.
That's true.
I don't know. I mean, that's just another.
I think people beg to differ.
Yeah.
I'm very based.
Sure.
Very based. Jordan Peterson, based. It's like if you had $400 million right now, would you be happy? A lot of people would say yes. So it's like, how much are you giving to your family?
Sure.
What are you gonna do when somebody comes to you and it's like they need something and it's like, well, what did you ever do for me?
That'd be annoying.
Because apparently when you have a lot of money, people just come for it.
Sure.
And it's like the hardest thing to deal with.
You ever hear those things where it's like, if you won the lottery, here's like the 5 steps you need to do. So like you need to accept it anonymously. You need to like change all your banking information. You need to like not tell your family until you have it all settled out and everything.
Yeah, because like what happens to 90% of people who win the lottery? Broke. And I think like your potential for suicide goes up like 50% if you win the lottery.
Well, I think the last one, I just saw an article today where he bought his second like multi-million-dollar home since winning, and it was like,
that's so dumb.
That's like, how do you have any money left?
To be honest with you, if I had a lot of money right now, like I wouldn't even really change much. I think I'd buy a better computer.
I wouldn't change. I mean, like, you know, I just made this computer, but I'd
I'd buy that case. No. And like maybe I'd move out, but Ben rocking the middle part. Thank you.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah, I need to like.
He's had way worse haircuts, so experimenting here and there.
I think I like the perm. The perm was sick.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, whatever floats your boat.
But yeah, I feel like I'd be like Mark Zuckerberg, where he's like, yeah, I slept on a mattress at the office of Facebook for years, even though he was like a billionaire, and he didn't even have like a full bed. It was just a mattress on the floor. And he wore like a sweater, jacket. You know, he didn't. Elon Musk too. I mean, when he was a billionaire, he was living in an office space.
Sigma male grind set.
Facts.
No, I think if I won the lottery, like I don't think anybody, if you guys would know, but there would be hints.
Facts. And
have you seen those? Or it's like the noodle cup ramen, but it has a lobster tail coming out of it. It's like I wouldn't tell anybody, but there'd be hints.
That's funny.
That's what I would do.
Well, you know, and that'd probably help.
I'd be like, Tim, why'd you get that lobster tail? I don't know, man.
I don't know. I always ask parents. I'm like, let's get caviar and gold covered steak for dinner. It's like, come on.
No, you know what they need to do sometime? They need to get us some Wagyu sometime.
Facts.
That's what they need to do.
And let me cook it.
I don't even know. I think you'd probably have to go to Denver to get that. An actual meat market down in Denver or something like that.
Yeah, definitely. I think Costco sells like
Wagyu,
it's like, but I don't think it's like.
I think it's the lowest,
top of the line.
I think it's like the lowest grade. I mean, probably still really good.
Absolutely.
Because I was watching a stream the other day and they were talking about it and they mentioned Costco and everything.
Yeah.
But it was so funny. He's like, don't ever go out and buy it at the restaurant because then you're gonna pay $100 an ounce versus where if you actually bought it and cooked it yourself, it's only half the price.
Close to like maybe $200 a pound.
Yeah.
You know,
instead of $100 an ounce.
Yeah.
You know.
No, but like when cooking Wagyu, I mean, you put salt on it. And you're good. Perfect.
You're good.
I mean, I don't even think...
I've watched so many Wagyu cooking videos.
Yeah. I think mostly people just put...
seen some pepper on it. So they put a slab of butter down.
Let's see. Brittany says the perm was good. Yeah, it was just annoying. I hated sitting in a chair for like an hour while this stinky... stuff was in my hair.
House was just reeking.
And I had to do that every 3 to 4 months, and it was just like so annoying.
It was fine though. Most of the time, I was over at college.
Yeah,
and so but it was like I swear it was like the 3 times I'd come home during the year you'd be doing it.
Yeah,
it was like really.
It was bad. I think if there was a more streamlined process,
I'd be good.
I'd be down. I'd be so down. I think because my number one pet peeve is getting it out of my face and like having to style it.
I need to cut soon.
I just comb it back and let it dry nowadays.
I need a good haircut soon. You know what I'm saying?
Don't go to Great Clips next to King Supers.
I was gonna go to the.
Dude, I asked her to give me a low box fade. She messed my hair up, dude. She messed it up.
Just shave it all off at that point.
Oh, it was so bad. Well, because my hair is like notoriously not fun to deal with.
Sure.
I think my hair is probably because it's super straight, as is. It's super straight, and it wants to go one way, and that's it. And
sure,
I wash it every day, which probably isn't good, but
probably not.
But I think when I don't wash it, it gets thin and greasy. So I'm like, no, I have to wash it.
Usually, I typically try to do every other day.
Yeah. You do it, you can, but I think honestly going bald might be the next move.
It might be. You know. I was thinking for April Fool's Day.
Bald cap.
You know, I was gonna like shave everything but this, shave my
the
head,
reverse goatee,
and then go into Horn's room because I'm with Horn right now.
Mhm.
So I just look exact. I just walk in and be like, "Hey guys,"
oh my god,
and everybody would be like, all my high schoolers
Whoa,
were
Mr.
just
Horn.
like, they were like, "Who the heck are you?" when I shaved because I had it pretty big.
yeah.
They weren't very happy.
I know. I've grown this out for a couple months.
Yeah.
But my beard is so curly that because I can pull it out and it goes all the way to there.
Oh yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
But then it lets go and it just kind of tucks itself back in. So it doesn't really look that long, but it's very long.
I was thinking about the bald look for a little bit. I was thinking about the bald look. I did see an ad today it was specifically for shaving your head, and it was like a cube with like the little end of a shaving thing, the 3-ring thing. You just shave your head like that.
Let's go. Dude, I need some laser hair removal.
Oh, if I could just own like one of those little sauna beds. And
it's so annoying it's so annoying to shave. I only have the one electric shaver.
It's a rough day.
Yeah.
At least they're not as cringe as John. He's like, "Mom, Dad, can you buy me the lawnmower?"
Dude, I have the lawnmower,
well,
but I bought it myself.
But he was like, yeah, "Mom, Dad, can you buy me the lawnmower?" They're like,
Yeah.
"John, what's that for?" "Oh, it's for shaving my face."
And the logo was literally just a ball sack.
Keep it natural.
That's so funny.
About that.
See, Astros gets it. I wonder how long my beard could actually get though. So I know Matthews can get pretty big.
Matthews, monster.
I know Jamden's beard was huge.
His was really long.
And David's,
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Huge. We got some hairy family members out there.
I wish I could just get it to here. That'd be so cool. But
mine's pretty uneven.
Yeah, I got some patches under my lips, and it doesn't really ride up my face. It gets kind of thin more. Above really here, right here, but
it's really thick right here though.
A lot of people can't even grow beards. So.
No, I don't know about
That's
that.
true. You could do the derma roller.
Oh my god, I've seen those stupid ads on Instagram all the time. It's like, my boyfriend changed after I got him this.
Well, it does work, and I've thought about it.
Thought about it.
I've thought about it because I'd like to fill in this and then some up here, but.
Just weird, I have a bald patch right here on my leg.
Really?
There's no hair grows right here.
I think I have something like that too.
It's so weird. It's just buttery smooth right there.
Yeah.
You know how?
I think the most annoying thing about being a dude is the hair.
Hair, yeah.
Yeah.
Ass hair, yeah.
True. It sucks.
Yeah, who knows?
So excited to grow up, and then it's just ass hair.
Ass hair. I remember one time we were talking with my friends, and we were we were trolling with each other. He's like, bro, I got ass hair, and I was like, you got ass hair? Bro, that's not. You're not supposed to get that. And then they were just like,
it's like, yeah, guys. Or that episode of South Park was like, I already got my pubes.
And they're like, I think he
I paid Scott Tenorman $10. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he freaked out and he asked his parents.
Dude, it's who's your favorite South Park character?
I don't know.
You don't watch South Park?
I've seen a couple episodes.
You've seen the Warcraft episode.
The World of Warcraft episode. Yeah. Isn't there a character named Timmy?
Timmy!
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Okay. He's pretty good. I like Timmy and Jimmy. They're friends. A lot of people are big on Stan or Randy. Randy Marsh is a lot of people's favorites because he's the guy who legalized weed and owns a weed farm. Cartman is hilarious.
Cartman, yeah, that's a staple.
Yeah. I don't know. Who would my favorite be?
Did you hear the South Park creators
bought Casa Bonita?
It's going to be opening soon. We're going opening day.
We're going. Yeah. Casa Bonita.
Like
Casa
I
Bonita.
heard they had like on Indeed or whatever they had openings for everything, and they've already started hiring people.
Cliff diver.
Yep, cliff diver, everything.
Gorilla costume wearer. I'll be the gorilla.
I'd do it.
I'll start jumping on the tables, start running across people, just grab them.
I can't wait to go back.
Grab them, throw them into the lagoon.
Because because I think it had been a few years we hadn't gone since before it closed, and then it closed, and now it's been gone for like 3-4 years now.
Yeah. They bought it.
But they bought it. It's coming back.
Because Casa Bonita is like a big thing in South Park too.
Yep.
But you have to start watching it, bro. They had a whole episode on Chat GPT.
I heard in the Chat GPT wrote the whole thing.
Yeah. Right? I think it wrote like half the episode, which is hilarious. Speaking of Chat GPT, oh my goodness.
I was thinking about having it write one of my essays.
Just
to see how.
I just talked to one of my buddies. He's taking a coding class. He's taking a Python class.
Oh, you can use it to code.
You can use it. You can put your entire code in, and it will, and just say like, "Where's the problem in my code?" It'll tell you exactly where the problem is.
I would have a computer science degree right now.
And you can
5 years ago.
You can put in, like, this is what my buddy said. He literally put in the professor's prompt for the assignment, and it wrote the code. And he turned it in and got 100%. Something that should have taken him maybe an hour to write and come up with, it wrote in like 15 seconds.
I could have a degree right now.
Oh yeah. No, I think in 10 years we're gonna have some really messed up doctors and pilots because they
sure
they use Chat GPT to get their degree.
I know. I mean, I browse a few teaching forums here and there,
right.
On Reddit and stuff. And one of the biggest things was they were talking about Chat GPT for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the consensus was you just don't give any homework anymore, and that you have to do everything in class. And your homework outside of class is to learn it.
Right.
They go to the reverse. They go to the flipped classroom.
Well, I think that's good. I hate homework. I think when you go and get a job in the real world, you're not doing much at home. You go to the office, and then you go home. Unless if you're a goddamn teacher.
Yeah, you can't get past your boards and stuff. True.
That's true. Yeah.
So you do have to know
anything that's your boards. Did you take that?
Be like your medical boards.
Because that's monitored, right?
Yeah, monitored.
Yeah. So stuff like that, stuff where people can watch you.
And like my praxis test, I had to take a test.
Did you know that it scored in the Chat GPT 4, which is the newest one?
Yeah.
Scored in the 98th percentile for math and English. And I think it got a perfect score on the SATs.
Of course. I mean, of course it does.
Which is crazy. Because, and I was using it for math because I just wanted to see.
Yeah, sure,
obviously, I think it's easier because I have an algebra class, you know. Yeah. It's easier to just, do it on paper than to type it all in.
Okay.
And then just, have it think. But it does have some errors. I gave it an inequality problem, and it didn't flip the sign after dividing by a negative. So I told it, oh, you're supposed to do that. And it said, oh, I'm sorry, I'll correct that from now on. So it's learning.
It learns.
It does
maybe
learn.
I should do my next astronomy homework through GPT. Because I do not want to do my astronomy homework.
True. Yeah. But what's crazy is they're saying that ChatGPT can show up through Turnitin.
Yeah.
But there's a workaround. There's a thing called Quillbot, which is a paraphrasing tool. You can put your entire paper in it, and it'll paraphrase the whole thing.
So it puts your Chat GPT into another thing that changes it so you can turn it in. That's so cringe.
Yeah. That's what John showed me. He was like, I haven't written a paper all year. Isn't that crazy?
Sounds like John. I mean, has John ever written a paper in his life?
No. I think
it just changed from
mom and dad, to Chat GPT.
Well, I remember for some of you guys, did you ever take engineering?
No.
So I think it was John then. We both took engineering. So I took it first, and there was a bunch of big projects. He just reused a bunch of mine.
That's true, yeah.
Like
he took the trebuchet and just painted it.
And the best part about mine was ours was two different. My teacher messed up the assignment, so mine was a lot bigger than it should have been. So I think John got marked off half off because it was just wrong.
Yeah.
But they didn't want to remake it.
Yeah, it's so.
So
dumb.
it was like, so he just spray painted it like what, camo or something like that. I don't
gold.
remember. It was
Solid,
gold.
It was gold color.
Oh,
There's still the
no.
stain in our
Oh
concrete.
yeah, in the concrete out front.
Outside. Yeah, it's still a gold stain.
And I remember them. They would use like they would go because all our essays would be saved on the computer upstairs before switched all over to Google Drive and everything.
Oh, I never.
They just reused my papers.
I never had that. I never had a paper like that. Well, because we had the H drives.
Yeah.
In school. So all my stuff.
Because because I'd write stuff here for homework and stuff, and like or my projects you do at home or stuff. You usually do it on the upstairs computer. John would just take them and reuse them.
I guess I was. We got our computers before I went to had to write papers and stuff.
Yeah.
But then again, like, screw homework.
Yeah, true. I don't know. I think as a teacher.
I think the thing
sucks.
is to have them learn, and like, I mean, I think homework is just practice. And for the most part, I mean, you're not sending them home with a textbook and homework.
Sure.
They have to remember what they learned in class to do the homework.
To do the homework. I think there's definitely places for homework to excel, and I think there's certain subjects where you have to have homework.
Okay.
And so, like, I don't know, like
big teacher over here.
For my physics classes, I couldn't imagine doing like my college physics classes without homework. If it was just the only 3 grades were your tests, I'd fail them. Because it's like, I'm not going to study outside of class.
No.
No.
But
the homework is the study time.
Yeah.
That's the way I would usually look at it. It's like, okay, I don't really care if I get 100% on it, but then if I can learn on it, then I can do it. Math and showing work. I think I might have heard his what he said on it before, but I'd have to read it again to know what his.
It's probably something with like it wires
yeah.
your brain towards solving the problem. Which to be totally honest with you though, like I remember because I'm very math oriented. Math is very easy to me. The teacher would just like put a concept on the board, like let's say for instance completing the square. Like I remember in pre-calc when Ms. Lamont did that, like she showed us how to complete the square, and it was just ingrained in my mind. Just
sure,
I can always do it now.
Sure.
Whereas like some kids would have to like review that over and over for the test, Whereas it's like, well now it's just like, okay, I can do that, It doesn't take me a whole unit to learn how to do some of these things that like it takes so long for other people, So I guess that's where it's like, so when I would do the homework, it's basically just like autopilot. Like I'm not really even paying attention to the homework, That's the biggest part of it, I guess, is just busy work.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if there's a big problem that requires like a whole page worth of showing your steps, it's like, okay, dude,
I get it.
Are you serious?
And it's like my physics students, they just took a test, and the average was not good. Only one person passed.
Okay.
And
wow.
And it was like, guys, none of this is new. We've
curve.
We've literally done.
Get that curve.
Well, then the one person destroyed the curve. I think even with the curve, none of the other people would have passed.
That's funny.
Even with the
like,
if
the
you
top
take the
person
highest
took
to the highest,
he like scores a 99 and everyone's blowing F.
Yeah, funny. But it's like, guys, we've been doing this for weeks, and I've showed it like each problem on the test. I could show you like we did 3 problems that were exactly like this, and it was like it's forces and stuff, and it's like literally for the free response, if they wrote F equals MA, I gave them like half the points because it was like that's all you had to really do. But they're like they just couldn't understand that you're like, oh, then you plug in what those equal. I don't know. It was a little annoying, but one student was like, I'm never going to use this again. I really don't like this class. I don't want to do it anymore. And I'm like, okay, what are you going to college for?
Yeah,
I'm going to be a nurse.
Yeah, it's dumb.
I'm like, you're going to have to take a physics class in college if you want to be a nurse.
No, I did see something about that. I can't remember it, but like when you think you're not going to need it ever again, so you don't care about it, it's like, well, that's just a stupid way to think about stuff. Because you're also school isn't so much about learning the concepts. This is what Neil deGrasse Tyson was talking about. I remember. It's not so much about learning about the concepts, more about teaching your brain how to solve problems.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
that when you're taking that physics test, you need to have the same problem solving ability that you learned from that class to implement into something else in your life, you know?
Yeah, I think one of the things I heard, you know, is like, you know, to the when are we ever going to use this? I'm not going to go into physics. You know what you say, and it's like,
it's
well,
that's what he said. It's like it's not
yeah.
about the content of the class. It's about
Mhm.
like it's basically like character building. You know, it's just
Sure.
like
Well, then one thing I heard before was it was like, you know, you ask them like, hey, do any of you play a sport? And then, you know, most of the time
True.
somebody plays a sport, and you're like, well, what do you do to get ready for the sport? Does your coach make you work out? Do you guys run laps and everything? Like the main one's like football. And he's like, you know, your coach makes you work out, right? But you're not on the field lifting up your weights the whole time, right? So why does your coach make you do it?
right.
Because it makes you better to do things out there, and that's why. Just imagine this class is lifting weights, and the real world is going to be your football game.
Yeah.
It's a tool to help you.
Yeah, but I think that's a big thing with like I guess I don't know. I feel like what's it called? I guess kids nowadays want to know just like the end goal. They don't want to have to sit through everything. They just want to, you know, cut to it. But parents are home.
Parents are home. If you can't hear the freaking blender,
What is that? Oh, is that the blender?
I'm gonna text mom. Hey, can you not use the blender right now?
Streaming.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But yeah, I a lot of students nowadays they're like, yeah, turn off the Ninja. A lot of kids nowadays they're like, I want the answer. I don't want to go through the process.
Yeah.
Because if they go through the process, then there's the chance they're gonna fail.
Yeah.
And they don't want to fail because they've been taught
rough.
failing's really bad. But it's like in my physics classes last semester, it was like I learned way more when I turned in a homework and I got everything wrong than when I turned it in and got everything right.
Yeah.
I learned way more.
Yeah. There's like a big thing that's against failing now. There's a huge like if you fail, then that's it. You're a failure. You know, it's a huge thing now.
And then during COVID, most school districts you weren't allowed to fail anybody, and the smart kids realized this.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
I literally can't fail.
Yeah.
I can do whatever I want. And they'd come to school and they'd sleep the entire time, or they'd play games on their phones.
My last trimester in high school when COVID switched all to online, that last bit of class they were it was either pass fail grade. It wasn't weighted. It wasn't ABC.
Yep.
It was pass or fail. Did not affect GPA.
That was all my online classes.
So I had 2 classes that I had to pass. The rest of them didn't even go. And I think that stuck. With me.
And that's just I think teaching is just going to be a pain in the ass for the next few years until we get like the elementary kids coming up who are in COVID.
Well, yeah, I mean, I just think that the American school system's weird.
It's also pretty not the best.
I think in Europe kids go to primary school and then
We're podcasting. Go away.
They do what's it called? They go I think secondary school is when they pursue a certain subject.
Oh yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, so they go into it earlier than what you do here. Well,
but
previously you still have to do everything all the way through your schooling.
True. Well, we got 8 minutes.
Yeah, until you gotta
have to leave.
Yeah. All right. Well, Ben, let's get into the pressing details. What'd you think about the Diablo 4 open beta?
Really good. I loved it. I don't care what anyone has to say about different classes being playable or unplayable. We got a smidge. We got to level 25 and part of the first act. I don't even think it was the full first act. Either way, open world concept, great.
Just wish it wasn't so stuttery and laggy.
That's true. But I think overall, it's just another simple, great Diablo game. I think so.
No, I think pretty much the same thing. I think it was so cringe where people were like, oh man, this class is unplayable, and it's like, well,
You'll see.
We'll see at the end of the game. It's okay to be critical right now of the game.
It's literally a beta test.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's a play test.
Yeah, it does. It does remind me a lot of D2. I never played D2, but it does feel a lot like D2, just from what I've watched.
Yeah, and honestly, like the whole story, yeah,
it's good so far.
I think it's good how they like implemented it into an open world, you know? Because like take for instance like World of Warcraft, where it's like you don't have to go through a certain storyline.
Sure.
You know, like what? There's like the Defiance Brotherhood.
Yeah.
And there's like mini storylines, but there's nothing like big, like oh this is like the route to take throughout the world to get the lore, which is more of how it is now in like the retail, where it's like there's the campaign quests now, but so that's more like Diablo 4 and Lost Ark. I got Lost Ark vibes.
Oh, there was a lot of things they took from Lost Ark, and it was like I think all the things they took from Lost Ark were good things. They didn't take any of the things I despised about Lost Ark.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know what turned. I think what turned me away from Lost Ark was mostly the end game and how it's time locked.
Oh,
it's like you can only run this once a week. You can only run this once a day, and so that means that after a week of doing these dungeons, I have enough materials to maybe upgrade my gear by 2 points.
Oh yeah, Brittany's gonna play Lost Ark again.
True.
Oh, Lost Ark, and then I thought it was also super stupid how we got the old version.
Yeah.
While the new version was still being played.
We did not get the full version.
It was. I thought that was really dumb. I don't know if it's caught up now.
And then
but
no,
it might
it's kind of. I think they came out with a big update, but I don't know if it's fully caught up yet. But I think also the gold system, the pay-to-win system in Lost Ark was horrible. Yeah. Like, if you had known the first week of playing, you could get as much gold as possible. People were buying gold in such large quantities for so much money in the first month the game was out. Now it's like you can... well, actually, I don't know. I guess sell gold. So farm the gold in game and sell it.
Yeah.
Because it was worth so much money at the beginning. Like people were paying like I think $1 for like 20 gold or something like that. And it took tens and thousands, hundreds of thousands of gold.
That's crazy.
To like even upgrade stuff. Yeah. No, it was kind of crazy.
I mean,
how much gold?
My chat was always just bombarded with buy gold.
Where it's like now, it's like $1 will get you probably like 10,000 gold. Yeah, you know. So it's like, I guess pay to win, never good.
Never good.
Diablo 4, I like how you can't pay to win. They took specific measures so far. They took specific measures to make sure like nothing you can pay with money is actually usable by your character as far as like power wise.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's all cosmetic.
We'll see what the battle pass does.
They said the battle pass is going to be cosmetic.
Purely cosmetic.
Purely cosmetic. Yeah.
I'll see it.
And I'm pretty sure pretty sure you cannot trade cosmetic items between other players.
That would make sense.
Because that was a concern where it's like, well, somebody could buy the cosmetic in exchange for like getting carried, or well, I can't remember what they said. In exchange for gold, which they can then buy
do stuff with,
better gear with,
or carried, or stuff like that.
So I think they said there that you can't, if like it binds to your account, the cosmetics. But a lot of people think that you should be able to earn the cosmetics.
They won't,
which I agree with.
I mean, I think that's definitely what they should do, but I don't think they're going to.
And even Asmongold said, you know, if everyone stopped playing World of Warcraft tomorrow because of microtransactions, they would take them all out. And they would come with a big apology like this is not us. This was not like our vision and this was the complete mistake. It's
it was
like
a slippery slope, man.
Like our vision, our primary goal here at Blizzard was to give you a good experience, blah blah blah, and they would never put microtransactions in the game ever again.
You guys don't have cell phones. No, I think it makes me so funny when I read all the gaming things and people are like, oh man, it makes me so upset they do this, and I was like, well then just don't buy it.
Facts.
If WoW makes you upset that they have microtransactions, just don't buy it.
I saw. Oh my gosh, I saw this TikTok. It was like Sekiro. You know.
Sure.
It's like. It just tries so hard to be like Dark Souls. Like I can't believe that it hasn't gotten sued yet, and like there's no microtransactions. I think that if you want to summon somebody for a boss, you should have to pay $20. Like it should be macro transactions in that.
Isn't it made by the same company?
Yeah. I was saying something about how it's like, if it's so easy that like if you need help with a boss, you have to pay like $20 for it. And I was like, true.
I had troubles with Sekiro. I don't think I made it halfway through.
You played Sekiro?
I played it, yeah.
Oh, really?
And it was so funny too because I was streaming it and people were like, "Oh, go into that cave over there," and I go in there and it's just like something, and it would just like one shot me. And
how far did you get through? I mean, how many bosses did you beat?
I beat a decent amount. I got to the one where he was like, it was like the big samurai standing in front of the gate, and there was like the buildings. And I got him down, like I got him through his first phase or something like that, but then I just couldn't get past it.
I didn't know you played Sekiro.
Played it a bit. I mean, I could probably look up.
Do you have it?
Yeah, on my computer. Yeah.
Show me. What? Oh yeah, I guess it is on Steam, huh?
Yeah, it's on Steam.
Okay, I thought it was like Bloodborne, where it was like a PlayStation exclusive, but yeah, let's see here. Sekiro, Weeaboos Die Twice. It's right there.
There we go.
4.8 hours. Yeah, that's not bad.
5 hours into it.
Yeah. Let's look at your achievements. Okay.
Do I seriously only have 4?
Let's see. Received the and the prosthetic. Good.
Yeah, my prosthetic.
Resurrection. Okay, so you died.
Yeah.
Defeated Gyobu Masataka. Okay. So that's it. Oh.
Yeah, I didn't get very far, bro.
Okay, for sure. Yeah, no problem. I haven't played that much.
You want to see my Dark Souls?
Yeah, let's look at Dark Souls.
See, Dark Souls.
You have the Prepare to Die edition. You don't have the remastered.
No, I don't have the remastered. 6.5 hours.
3.9
hours.
Wait,
I only have those two.
So you have Die for the first time and Reclaim Flesh and Set Out as an Undead. That's fun. Yeah. And then you have Light the First Flame, Get the Estus Flask, and Arrive in Lordran. Okay. So you did kill the Asylum Demon.
Sure.
Very cool.
I haven't played it since 2014.
That's true.
Yeah.
The fact you don't have the remastered is kind of cringe.
It's a little cringe.
Yeah.
But well,
because I beat that game.
Yeah, that's a little cringe.
No.
But I have written up the script for my review of Diablo 4 open beta. I'm gonna record that later today. Upload that shit. So look forward to that.
Sick.
When do you gotta go?
Llama mama. I think we're gonna head up here shortly. So
shortly. All right.
Yeah. But it was a good stream.
It was a good stream.
I think it was
stream.
A little almost an hour. I think we got some important topics discussed.
Yeah. If Benzo's schedule wasn't a nightmare, then maybe we could do a longer one sometime. That's true.
Yeah. Kind of sucks. I have school and then grab my car and
Diablo,
Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 2, then Dark Souls 3, which I actually probably have. Well, you know what? The PlayStation 5 can stream. Like it has built-in streaming software, so that's cool.
The 4 had built-in.
So I can stream
have you seen
Dark Souls
Kurt's YouTube videos?
Really? No.
It's just there's
dude. Kurt used to live in the basement up at Renee's house, and it was just like, what the heck's going on? I went down there twice, and it was just like stinky.
But his YouTube videos get more views than mine, so it's whatever.
Really? No way. No way. No way.
I mean, I think I can.
Let's go, Kurt. Let's go.
Let me see if I can pull up the.
Let's go, Kurt Vanke.
I think I have it on my history somewhere.
It's like he gets more views than me. Nice.
Let's look for a really stupid ass name for.
Let's see.
Ben, not that one Minecraft duplication glitch we posted, bro. That got 1,000.
That got 1,000 views.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember like holding the camera.
Here it is, man.
Yeah, I remember holding the phone, the iPod, in front of the.
Look, his most recent one gotten 49 views.
Dude, Madden NFL.
Playing Madden.
That's crazy. Dude, I remember
Honestly.
like I was holding. So here's John, right, and I was holding the camera right in front of him at the at the screen. It's like, okay, guys, this is how you do the duplication glitch in Minecraft. First, you have to get a portal.
How many?
That was so good.
Look how many videos he has. Dang, what a legend! He has 104.
Dang, Kurt Vinke.
Dang, Kurt Vinke, bro.
That's insane.
He doesn't even change the names of them. Here's the most recent.
I think
Madden
that's
NFL 23 underscore 2023 03182004000.
Wow, that's great.
What a legend.
Nice.
That's just how you know it's the content that's doing it.
There we go.
He's just god tier making content.
All right. Well.
All right. Well.
Great stream.
Yeah. Thank you all for tuning in.
Stay tuned for Diablo 4.
Diablo 4 review. Probably streaming later tonight.
Once I beat all of the Dark Souls games, I'm gonna probably try to do no-hit runs.
No-hit runs?
Yeah.
That's kind of cringe.
Have you seen a no-hit run?
Yeah, I've seen a few. They're pretty insane.
They're insane. And it's not the bosses that are hard about it. It's the running to the boss, and there's 50 enemies in front of you,
and
that you have to
everything.
meticulously dodge and or kill without getting touched.
And all the things, you have to know all the things that are hidden.
Like, for me, what seems the most impossible is the gutter in Dark Souls 2, and the Black Gulch or whatever. There's a bunch of statues that shoot poison at you, and it's literally right before the boss. There's like 10 of them lined up right before the boss gate. Like, you have to dodge all of them in order to actually get to the gate. So I'm like, how do people do that?
Well, we'll find out when Ben does it.
When I do it.
Right. Thanks everybody for watching. If you want to watch this later on Spotify and YouTube, it will be uploaded eventually. If you're watching on Spotify and YouTube later, remember I stream this live over on twitch.tv/llamas170 if you guys want to come watch live, usually Monday nights around 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, but today we made an exception for Benzzzo to be on the stream.
Check out twitch.tv/Benzzzo_.
Very great. If he ever decides to stream.
3 Z's. As you
join the Discord, !Discord, and thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you all next time. Bye, everybody.